Hey guys, Purely Awesome Cuber here, and today I will be comparing the Shengshou Aurora and the YJ Guanlong in Clash of the Cubes. So these two cubes are both considered to be great beginner cubes, and I would agree with that, mostly just because they're cheap though. I would say if it's not too fast, any cube's a good cube for beginners. But nevertheless, we'll be doing this comparison. So we'll start off with corner cutting. The Shengshou Aurora can corner cut 45 degrees. It does take some effort, and occasionally if you go like even a tiny bit over, it will like explode on you sometimes. But usually 45 doesn't take too much effort, and it's pretty easy. It's a little snappy, as you can see, like choppy a bit, but overall it's pretty nice. And then reverse is like half a cubie, which isn't too good, and that takes a lot of effort, and that's also very snappy. So reverse isn't too good, but regular cutting on it is great. Guanlong, it's very tight, as you can see, so its corner cutting isn't really that good. But I can tell you that it corner cuts like a little over a cubie, not quite 45, but it's pretty good. And then reverse is like it's a little over half a cubie from my experience. So corner cutting on the Guanlong is not too bad at all. But overall, I'd have to say the Shengshou Aurora would win this. But it's very close. And now for returning. The Shengshou Aurora is very, very, extremely smooth. I'm sure you guys know about this, but it's like incredibly buttery and awesome. And it's still as smooth when you're turning it fast as when you're turning it slow. So it's great. And it doesn't really lock up too much. Also, it's not too fast. Like you could control it, but it's definitely not too slow either. So overall, very nice turning on the Shengshou Aurora. The Guanlong, the Guanlong, it also has very smooth turning. Not quite as smooth as the Aurora. It's a little bumpy, but it's still smooth. And well, right now it locks up sometimes, but usually I don't have many catching or locking up problems when it's looser. And the speed on the Guanlong is fairly fast, but it's not as fast as the Aurora, I'd say, but it's definitely not too slow. And finally, popping. Like I said before, the Shengshou Aurora can pop sometimes. It's actually quite easy to just take apart, take a piece out. And as you can see, there's no real anti-pop mechanism. So that's most likely the culprit of this cube's popping. But once you get used to it, it doesn't really pop much during solves. Although it still easily pops when you try to. The Guanlong, I always get those two mixed up. It doesn't really pop much either. Right now I would take a piece out, but it's very tight, and I'm sorry about that. But it doesn't pop really much either. So overall, neither one of these cubes pop much. But overall, I would have to say the Shengshou Aurora exceeds the Guanlong just a little bit. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.